Hello, Belle and Allie. Notice I'm in a different spot than I normally am. What? That's because normally I'm downstairs in my room, but right now my mom's working in her office, which is right beside my room, so I feel weird talking to a camera when she can hear me. So I'm upstairs by the computer, which is right there. Computer. And it's really bright because I'm using the vitamin D lamp, and it's like has the power of the freaking sun. I cannot look anywhere, like I can't look right there because if I do I'll go blind. The glass stuff you're talking about for mugs, it's called ceramic. I'm pretty sure that's what you were going for. You're lucky you get booster juice. We don't have booster juice here. And I was in Edmonton in the weekend. Normally when we're in Edmonton, I always get booster juice. I got it once, but I like the high impact acai, but that's like huge. It's like you can only get the big one. So, and it was right after lunch, so I was like, okay, I'll get an orange one and it'll be small. But I really want the acai one. So we're in the airport. We've got like 5 minutes till we have to board. And I see a booster juice. I'm like, yes, and it's the morning, we haven't eaten yet, so I can have this high-impact acai. So I go there, I'm drinking it, I'm like halfway through, and then I realize there's gonna be breakfast on the plane, so I'm like, fine, I guess I'll throw it out. So I throw it out, and then I'm asleep. I sleep through breakfast. I get home, and I'm upset, because I didn't get to finish my booster juice. But now, I make my own booster juice out of protein shake stuff, milk, acai juice, and strawberries, and sometimes cranberries. And it's delicious. And I have it like every morning because it's delicious. And by the way, right now it's like 11 in the morning because I don't have school because there's exams. And I just finished my exams yesterday. I was stressing so much over my math exam, even though I'm pretty good at math, but I was just stressing because I was like, I don't remember any of this crap. And then it was the easiest thing on the planet Earth. Oh my god. I was like in this ball of like uncomfortableness in my room just for like the longest time because I was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna fail, and I'm gonna have to redo it. Ugh. Yeah. So I've been watching a lot more Vlogbrothers lately. Like I've watched all the new ones except for the Carnegie Hall one because, well, you kind of need to set aside some time to watch that one. But yes, I've been watching a lot of Vlogbrothers, and last night I think I had my first step into true nerd fighterdom because I had my first and what will probably be a long line of John Green dreams. Yeah, last night I had a dream. It was like, and it was one of those dreams where it totally felt real too, you know? So it was just kind of, in my dream, I was working at the library, because that's what I do. I work at the library. So I'm there, and in this dream, John Green comes from Yellowknife, okay? Yeah, it's like, that, in my dream, that makes sense. I'm like, why not? Sure. And so, I'm just kind of doing my job, and at the library, there's a few rooms that are kind of like private rooms that writers can go into and write. And so I was walking by one of these rooms and it has like this big window on it, okay? It's just kind of like, I walk by and then I notice him. I'm like, what? And so I just go about my thing. I was like, John Green is in the library. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. And then like skip forward a couple hours near the end of my shift. It's like closing time. And John Green is leaving, and apparently Henry was in the room with him. So he's leaving and he's carrying Henry out. But he drops his hat, and so he just left, like he got on the elevator and I noticed the hat, so I put it behind the counter. And then John Green just like runs in, he's like, Henry's hat! And then I'm just like all nonchalant, like, oh yeah, here. And then it goes, and it's like the moment he leaves, I'm like, I gave John Green his son's hat. Oh my goodness. And I pretty much freaked out. in my dream. It was a good dream, I have to admit. I'm in my pajamas. Evil Baby Orphanage. That is awesome. Did you know there's a card game? What? I was watching one of the videos and he mentioned an Evil Baby Orphanage card game. It's like, what? So I go to the DFTBA store. I'm like, what? I need to get that. But the only problem is I would never play it with anyone because none of my other friends are nerd fighters. One could potentially, they could probably end up being a nerd fighter if I like forced them. But no one else would be. When I was watching your video, I watched it about 15 minutes ago. I was writing down stuff on my hand so that I knew what to talk about. You can't really see it. There. See? That one says ceramic, then Booster Juice, and Evil Baby Orphanage. Normally I write it on a piece of paper, but I was being lazy. Look, I found a use for one of my River Song journals. I don't write, so I need to figure out uses. I'm using it for my Nancy Drew game. Can't really see it. The light's too much, see? Yeah, it's like all the clues and stuff, and like what? So, yeah, I haven't played that in a long time. I should probably try and finish that. But it's fun. Really fun. One of my friends on Facebook, she's been like making a list of all the movies she's seen, and she's at like 400 and something. And I saw her post, I was like, I could do that. So I go on Excel to make a list, and I go on the internet for lists of the movies that came out each year, and I've been going back from 2012 to back, and I just finished 2000. I'm at almost 300 movies in 13 years. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad, but most of the movies that I watch are from like the 80s and the 70s and the 90s. So this is gonna be a long list. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. So I just found some videos from the summer when I went on my trip. So if they work, I'm gonna upload them, and yeah, it'll be like a flashback to when I was on my road trip in the summer. Yeah, okay. So yes, that is all.